It's a very still evening after a period of rain yesterday. It's a very calm, cool evening. But that is about to change. That's about to change because the Rowan Lions is up against the Attackers. It's a beautiful Friday evening here in the Valley Anguilla at the REGTC. It's a football evening. It's the AFL, Anguilla Football League. It's the Male Champions League. Good evening and welcome to our broadcast. Wherever you are in the world, good evening, good night, good morning. We welcome you on board. It is a pleasure to be in your company, and we are happy that you have joined us for this broadcast. It's a double-headed night. It's an evening where first up we are going to have the Attackers. They're up against the Rowan Lions. And in our second encounter in the D-League, it is going to be Limers. They will be up against Western Predators. It is the Attackers in the blue and black and in the all-white. Depth is the Rowan Lions, numbered in black in their back. Means Doc, the man on board, is able to see their colors bright, 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 bright.
Love the Roaring Lions white uniforms. Good evening to one and all. Welcome back to the REGTC. And this promises to be a very good game, because for the first time in a very long time, the Attackers have substitutes. Not just a substitute, substitutes.
And they do have four. They have three for now. And if they want the service of Wabi is also on the bench. And Doc, the Rowan Lions are starting with their coach and assistant coach today on the field. That means they have a clear bench. No doubt that the man Walker may be coming in a little later. We don't know. But as for now, it is the Rowan Lions up against the Attackers. And we have a full 11 both squad. And we are expecting a good game.
Yes, indeed. The man in the middle today, it is Harding. He's assisted by Tashim and Jackson. And looks like Shelley is Monique. Monique Carty is the fourth official. And for the Attackers, Gaza is back. Gaza is back. So that means that he'll take up the position that Denzel occupied last time out when they had their way with the Eagle Claw, winning, what was it, 6-1?
Well, the Rowan Lions will really have to step up in attack because you don't want the ball in their defense at all, because Gaza is here, Gaza is back, and Lloyd is going down the left flank. So Lloyd don't want the flank, and the man spooning down the next. Well, this is going to be a troublesome attack for the Attackers, but you can't count out the youngsters of the Rowan Lion. Mickey Connor is there. The man Christian Williams, Jackson, and you can't forget
Sutherland.
The man Sutherland. He's there.
Well, the battle that will be interesting is this Attackers midfield. I don't think we've seen a game where the Attackers have had their best midfield. I think that their best midfield includes the man, Short Man. But we have not seen Short Man for a couple games now. He's been missing in action after scoring a wonderful effort a few games ago, given away by Special early. And Casa comes and cleans up. It's an Attackers lineup full of familiar names. That's a lovely ball by Casa to Lloyd. Lloyd is in behind here. Lloyd past Jaden Laurent. Lloyd puts one into Gaza, but well dealt with by Oleandri. Don't have the official lineups for either side. But for the Attackers, it's Randy Gomez in goal. Not wearing the armband today, because their regular captain Casa is back. He's in midfield with the Duke and the Kiroy Reed. The backline for the Attackers is Rashim, Special, then Mason and Keon Lee from right to left. And the aforementioned forward line, Spoonie on the right, Javon Lloyd on the left, and Gaza through the middle. Shifted wide toward Sutherland. And now Jaden Laurent. Christian Kristen Williams still. Just met and Duke with a very good challenge. Spoonie. So silky on the ball is the man Spoonie. Now Casa. Forced to go back to Lee. The lineup for the Roaring Lions. Again, this is without the official lineup sheets. It's going to be Ole Andre in goal. Jalen Laron is at left back. And Marvin and Yariel, the familiar duos at centre back. Then Khalid Jackson at left back. As he has Gaza trying to get through, and the Gaza won't win anything. Now Reed could ball out wide towards Spoonie. Spoonie has his cross blocked initially and eventually can be cleared away. Looks like Nico is playing off this left side. It's a midfield of Fishy playing an attacking midfield, Dalik and Kristen playing in central midfield, and then Sutherland off this right side, and then Mecca Icona playing up front. It's the Duke. Duke finds Casa. Casa searching, looking for Gaza. Nothing doing there, says Marvin. Back toward Marvin Erskine. Marvin, who's had really a breakout season. That could be troublesome as he has Lloyd. Lloyd takes a good touch. Javon Lloyd into the area. Puts it across just behind the man Gaza. Not the best effort at all there by Javon Lloyd. Now Casa finds Duke. Duke shifting it wide, shifting it well to Spoonie. Spoonie has some company. He will go back to Rasheem Thompson. And Nico does well in the end. Oh, good step in there. Rasheem lays it off. Gaza flicks it through, looking for Kiroy Reed. And it's played behind for a corner. But in the early goings, we're seeing this attackers trio is causing problems.
And indeed, you have heard the attackers team already, but I'll just run you through it again. The attackers team by numbers. And Javel Brooks is number 14. And number 27 is Duke. Number 1 in goal is Randy Gomez. Number 16 is Vashawn Hodge. Number 9 is Shauna Isaacs. Number Gaza. Number 3 is Keon Lee. Number 11 is Javon Lloyd. Number 23 is Hassan Mason. Number 19, Kiroy Reed. Number 10, and captain, the man Terrence Casa Rogers. Number 8, Rasheem Thompson. That's the starting lineup for the attackers.
Yes, captain for the Lions today, it's Marvin. Doesn't usually wear the armband, but there's no Kareem Burris. The Lions are forced to turn to their backup keeper. And only Andrew Curiel, very, very quality backup keeper he is.
Very efficient, yes.
So here come the Lions. Long touch, heavy touch. Casa picks it up. And now Spoonie. Kiroy Reed. Reed back out wide for Spoonie. That's a lovely play. Here's Spoonie. Spoonie using his silky footwork, cutting inside, dancing past one, but can't get past the second. No forward motion really for Nico. Now shifts this one wider. Fishy. Try to send the return pass. Now turns and finds Dalik. Yariel. Back toward Nico. Nico still looking for a pass, and Gaza says, thank you very much. You won't have that much time in the midfield, and now he has Gaza down the right. Gaza takes a long touch, but a bit too long, and Kiriel comes and collects.
For one moment, I just thought that Nico forgot that he was actually playing and not practicing.
Indeed, as it's a long searching ball, and it will beat Mason, but Lee comes across and gets a boot in. And Duke lumps it upfield for Jaden Laurent to shepherd away for a throw-in. Well, in the early goings of this one, the Lions, they're still yet to really get a foothold on possession. It's been a stark contrast from what we've seen for a very long time with the Roaring Lions. When they play, they control the ball. But with a number of midfield generals out for the season, they've been forced to adapt a different style. And it's paid off sometimes. It's not paid off sometimes. It's a changing of the guard, really, as it's a ball through towards Sutherland, and first walk of the match for Randy Gomez is relatively simple. Gomez, a Trinidadian, a very experienced goalkeeper, very quality goalkeeper. Thompson toward Spooney. Spooney, the former Lion, up against his former side today. Same thing for Keon Lee, who will receive the pass now. Lee, that's a heavy touch. Sutherland steps in. As Sutherland goes over the head, he will find a Fishy. Fishy trying to make a cute play. Unable to do so, and for the first time today, referee Harding's whistle is forced to blow for a foul against, it looked like Casa there.
Sutherland goes down, whoa.
Well, this is not a good sign at all, because Sutherland is down, and the only one on the Lions bench is Winston Duncan.
And he is hurt. The medics needs a medic. I saw him going out. You can look at him coming in now.
And not moving freely at all. Griff is going to get there first. And now Duncan hustles. It's a race between the medics that Griff will win rather easily. Not good. Not a good sign to see. It's hopefully, it's just that he didn't warm up properly and it's cramp.
It's nothing to do with that at all. Well, for Sutherland, it looks like a hit rather than a cramp or anything. Like a hit that he would have gotten when he went into that tackle earlier with Lee. One would hope that he would be able to continue, and it's nothing serious. I would be able to continue for the Rowan Lions. We dearly want to see an 11 v11 starting and ending this game today, and not by cards, not by injury. Anyone would have to leave the field. We really want to see the best of both teams.
Well, the Lions, they would expect that Oliver Walker may make his way into the stadium at halftime. That's his usual MO when the game starts at 6:30. He finishes work a bit late. He just waddles his way in around the halftime mark and comes in the second half. But Sutherland seems ready to go. Bit of a magic spray and it does the trick. Lee. Now Special. Special scoring his first goal of the season, I believe. Last time out, both Special and Lee got on the score sheet.
Indeed.
Lee, who wasn't slated to play that last game, had a red card rescinded down to a yellow on the back of a bit of a tussle with a few Docks United players. It's Mackay. Dalik. Now shifted back out wide from Mackay. This could be troublesome. Fishy can't get the ball out wide. We know that if there's one area that the attacker's defense struggles, it's with pace.
What we are seeing lacking here this evening, it is the likes of the missing from Lions, the likes of Jelly with his pace, and it's an offside of handball call. And what you will see normally is those long balls that is played over the top or square through, looking to beat the defense for Christian and the likes of Mackay, because they are fast to run on too, and you are not seeing it at this time. And so the Rowan Lions would really have to settle in. We are into the 11th minute of play. They need to settle along and play their football, their type of football.
Well, it's a free kick in a pretty good position to whip a ball into the area. Dalik floats one in towards the back post, and it's not quite dealt with yet. Sutherland has a hit. Now Ariel, he's a former winger, Ariel, very adept in these sort of positions. As I say, that puts on a rather disappointing cross. And Lee almost gets himself into trouble. And the Duke, that's almost criminal. And a hit at goal blocked by Special. Duke, you should know better. You can't do that. Lee now. Reed with a mistouch, but regains possession well. Kiroy Reed, oh, very strong. Just riding the challenges, Kiroy Reed. And shifts a good ball out wide towards Spoonie. Spoonie has Gaza for company here. Gaza drops it back to Spoonie, who lets it run. So composed. I love to see Spoonie play football. Special.
Not on the same page at all. And the veteran says, I am not running there at all.
I don't think he realized who had taken up Rashing's position. Not Casa. Not at this age. So here come the Lions. Is this one off toward Christian? Christian ran out of real estate, and the Duke almost tried to pick out Gaza.
That is one of the easiest call an AR would have to make.
Gaza was counted an offside position. Yeah, into the 13th minute of play. Still yet to see either side let off an effort to trouble the keeper. It's a long ball dealt with by Mason, only as far as Sutherland. Sutherland looking to find Christian, and Mason does very well.
The big man.
So difficult to get around Hassan Mason.
He's like a wall. It's a wall of man. Ooh.
He's just built. It's not fat kind of weight.
Indeed.
He's just a unit, Hassan Mason.
Very fit.
He's a policeman for a reason.
Very fit.
Reed will win the free kick this time. He's so difficult to get down, Kiroy Reed. Stays on his feet very well.
It's 0-0 into the 14th minute of play. It's the Champions League. Well, it's wide open. Very, very wide open at this time. If the attackers win this one, they go ahead.
The one team that you really didn't expect to be struggling in the Champions League is the Roaring Lions, but they are not. They need the 3 points today. They can't afford to drop any points today.
If they drop the points today, that's it for them. They don't have a chance.
They can't afford to drop any.
They can't afford to drop.
This one booted away. They're playing desperation mode. And I think Duke wanted a foul, and he may have had a case for it. But the attacker still regained possession. It's Special. The veteran Special finds Spoonie. Spoonie down the outside. Spoonie. So silky. Spoonie still. Spoonie finds the Duke. Duke was trying to line up an effort. And now referee will stop play because when he took it off Duke's boot.
He went down very slow. No, he got hit. Duke got hit. He went down very, very slowly. Went down nonetheless.
They both went down, in fact. Well, that's a lot of age on the ground there. Not as young as they used to be.
Ooh.
It will be a Lions ball. They did have possession when the referee Harding blew the whistle.
It's very surprising that free kick goes the way of the Royal Lions. I thought it was Duke was going to kick the ball, and then he got his foot kicked.
Either way, it's Sutherland. Sutherland gets the return pass from Dalik, but he has Lee for company. Sutherland couldn't quite do enough.
And that one, somebody said the ball doesn't lie at all.
Man may lie, woman may lie, but the ball can never lie. Here's Reed. Well, Reed, he's so strong, Roy Reed. Casa goes back to special. Now Thompson. Thompson for Gaza. Gaza has Spoonie. The build-up play is lovely. And Gaza stripping through the middle if he wants to use him. Spoonie to Gaza. But Gaza's touch betrays him. Gaza's touch lets him down. That was almost a picture-perfect move.
Oh, my. Well, the old veteran Casa. It's veteran versus veteran. It's the old guys. Oh, he just took Nico out. Just run through him like a bulldozer.
Booted forward. Initial header is missed, and Special has a bit of trouble clearing it. Here come the lines. He could look to feed through Sutherland here. Sutherland puts in a teasing ball that Special nods away. And now Mason hooks up field toward Lloyd. Lloyd with a loose touch, and Fares Sutherland picks it up. Jaden Laurent chips it to no man's land, to the frustration of a few Lions supporters. And it will be a goal kick. Well, still yet to see any opportunities for either side. Nothing really clear-cut. Just that final ball. It's been lacking just a bit. That final bit of quality around the 18-yard area. Special. Now Reed shifts this one out wide for Spoonie. Spoonie has Gaza. And Gaza with some company in the form of Ariel. Gaza spins well. Tries to poke it through. Nothing doing there. It's a missed touch by Special, but it's 1 against 4 right now. And Rashim says that's too easy, young man. But he fouls him after that. He does well. He does very well, Mackay. He will win the free kick.
It was very surprising on that occasion that he had absolutely no white shirt up front, no one to lay it off to. Fares wasn't in sight.
Yes, Kiroy Reed knocks it around Jalen Laurent. Picked up now by Javon Lloyd. And Lloyd with Marvin for company. And Marvin is just going to shield him off. Just take it away from him, but giving straight to Reed. Now Lloyd. And again, Lloyd gets it wrong. Casa. Spoonie. Spoonie. Again, around them easily, Spoonie. That's 2 against 1, and it's too much for Spoonie to handle on that occasion. He's ever energetic and regains possession. Rashim to Casa. Casa toward the Duke, but where that was read very easily in the end. And it can be played forward because Yariel has ventured out of center back, and Yariel will win the free kick. Very good body positioning there from Yariel Fleming.
Lee got to be very careful. Lee got to be careful. Lee got to be very careful.
Free Harding says, none of that. Next time you'll be carded.
None of that.
Stern talking to Fakion Lee.
And that position in the field, Doc, with no imminent danger. Why did such a play?
You don't need to foul him, but it's laid off. This could be troublesome. Try to take an extra touch, and that may have cost him the opportunity. Could have had a hit if he wanted to. Just outside the 18-yard area, back of the Roaring Lions. It's a good-looking ball forward as well. They want the offside. They won't get it. He has a chance to put a ball into the mixer, and it's going to be put just wide. That was the first opportunity, the first glorious opportunity, and Mekai Corner couldn't direct it goalward.
If you wanted a gift in a game like this, that was it. Unmarked, with absolutely no trouble indeed. All he had to do was to find on the net. The left corner was wide open. Gomez was down. Gomez was beaten. And Mikai pulls it wide.
That could be dangerous. Oleandri has to do well because Marvin played a back pass to him that didn't quite have enough mustard on it. Jaden finds Dalik. It's a very good turn there by Fishy. Fishy up against Mason. Fishy, does he still have any tricks left in the tank? Not enough. Not enough there for Fishy.
The presence of Mason intimidated him.
Lee will take the throw in. Lee had been doing a job on the wing for the attackers ever since he came back into the side. But with Joel Orozco having vacated that spot at left back and Javon Lloyd coming in, Lee has had to go back to that left back position to give Javon Lloyd the opportunity to play off the left wing. Lee says referee Tashin raises the flag. He doesn't signal a direction for a throw-in, so I guess he saw a foul. But referee Harding says nothing doing. It will be a throw-in. Crowd slowly building here at the REGTC. It's a very interesting game on paper between the two old foes, two old rivals. Lee, you have to be careful. You've already been warned. You have been warned already. So it'll be a throw to the Lions now. Two teams steeped in history here in Anguilla. The Attackers and the Lions. Attackers would have won the league in, I believe, 2010, 2011. And the Lions, they were one of the three teams to break the Lions' stretch of dominance over this past decade and a half, really. The only teams that won a championship outside of the Lions were the Attackers, the Salsa Ballers, and the Kicks United. Only until this year, when the Docs, they broke their curse, they broke their streak of being the bottom dweller. They finally climbed the pinnacle and climbed the mountain to be the big dogs in this footballing league here in Anguilla for now.
And they have been doing a good job. They haven't lost a game up to this time. They came through the league. They came through the Super Fours. And now we are in the Champions League and again, it's still one league, just different segments of the league.
Separate tournaments.
Different tournaments in the one league. And yes, they are yet to be defeated. They have dropped points. They have gained 2 draws. But
3 now. They drew with the Attackers. They drew twice in the league, and they've drawn with the Attackers as well. There's Rashim Gaza trying to get there. Marvin gets there first. Poked forward.
You know, when we come in the booth, we always ask, oh, this could be some trouble.
It's still
this
on
could
here.
be trouble. This could be trouble. Side netted. Mekai Connor. Special stepping over the ball. And with the awareness, not the awareness that Mekai was right behind him and could have paid the price. Mickey, second opportunity, going a begging.
Well. Mackay corner. Well, the referee has raised his flag. He's telling Randy Gomez, your ball is too far. Bring your ball back. Well, the Lions have a sub. Not sure who the sub is, but they have a sub. And as far as Sutherland, Keon Lee, you've been warned already. And it's time to go to the pocket, referee Harding. Keon Lee, you have been warned. You can't go to ground like that. Reckless by Keon Lee, really.
Well, I've been warned. You were warned. That looks like the man Jelly. And that you cannot see so far. That definitely looks like the man Jelly.
He is ticked amongst the substitutes today. Jelly and Screechy, the big names amongst the substitutes today. I suspect Jelly may not be too far away from making an appearance. And I suspect one of the coaches will come out. That's a very good ball in. But Randy Gomez rose highest.
The man has ups. The man just have ups. He rises so high above the defenders to take that one.
Dropped off to the Duke. Duke to Rashim. Rashim goes on a bit of an adventure. He's out of position now. And Mackay is making the run into his vacated position. Mackay up against Special again. Mackay, who's got Special some problems, puts one in and Lee deals with it. It will fall here toward Christian. Now Fares Sutherland. Fares tries to lay this one off toward the Ariel. Cleared only as far as Khalid Jackson. Now a corner. Played over the top early and Mason got there just ahead of Fishy. Ball goes into touch. The throw will go the way of Jackson. Initially signaled for the Lions, but it will be an attacker's throw. Spoony.
How did he get that ball to read?
It's Spoony. That's all you have to say. Gaza chugging. Gaza charging. Gaza still here. That's good work. That's very good work there. It will be a corner.
It had to be. It had to be good. It had to be spot on because it was in the box. He went to ground, Marvin, and he had to get it spot on, and so he did. Gaza was away. Gaza looked at his best, his fit best. And with Gaza at his fit best, Marvin has to be at his Gaza is fast.
Gaza operates best off that right side. But he has to do a job at striker today because there's no Shakoy Reed. The only change the attackers can make as the ball comes into the area is they can look to get Denzel up front if they want to get Gaza out wide. Lloyd turns past the man, but loses out. And it's 1v1. It's 1v1. It's Mackay against Special. Mackay tries to be unselfish. He should have been selfish. Take on Special. Beat him and have a shot.
Should have looked to go goalwards. You cannot look to cut back. I would not have looked to cut back there because at the time Yariel was getting there, he had three defenders closing in on him. He should have looked to go on goalwards, to go goalwards. Should have gone. Should have gone with a shot.
Take a decisive touch down the line and fire one back across goal. Oh, that's tricky by Sutherland. That's clever by Sutherland. He gets it back, Fares Sutherland. Just won't get around Mason.
The unit. That's what we call him, the unit. Can't get around him that easily.
Rashima. Reed almost got there. Picked up by Marvin, who gave it away to Spoony. Now Casa. Duke with a long touch and lost possession. It's cleared away by Jalen Leron. That's clever. That's a lovely touch. In the end there by Nico. Gets around him rather easily. Rashid makes a very good turn as well there by Spoonie. But again, double team. This is the man Spoonie. They have to double team him.
And if you notice what is going on there now, but Spoonie is being doubled to Christian, and Jackson has Spoonie locked down for now. Only for now.
Can only do so much to quiet that man. And they would know. If there's any team that would know, it's the Lions. Dust settling in here at the RAGTC. Sun's gone down, the moon is up, the lights are on. As you mentioned, it's very still, not much breeze blowing at all. There was weather in the area earlier in the weekend. There's still to be a bit of weather a bit later on through the weekend as well.
Doc, I heard you said the moon is up. The moon has always been in the sky for the day. I saw the moon in the sky for the day.
Well, you saw it. I can't see.
I'll encourage you again. If you want direction, or if you want me to take you, I can.
Still goalless as he has Gaza. Gaza taking on the entire Lions defense, now shifting it wide to Lloyd. Lloyd can hit them if he wants to. Javon Lloyd can't keep it down. It's over the goal, over the protective netting as well, into the car park. Oleandre takes his goal kick, looking to go wide, but Lloyd gets there first. Lloyd up against Jaden, and Jaden does well initially. Now Mekai. Jaden shifts this one upfield toward Fares, but Fares was in an offside position. Couldn't quite time his run, Fares Sutherland. It will be attacker's ball by virtue of a free kick.
Doc, so far, even with Nico and Fishy on the field, that you will think it's an understrength Royal Lions, they have held their own well. They have held their own well to this point.
What they don't have in legs and fitness, they make up for in experience. They're able to move the ball quickly because what they've come to understand, which a number of younger footballers here in Angola don't understand, the football moves a lot faster than you do. You don't have to move quickly. The ball can do the running for you. And that's why veterans like Casa and Fishy and Nico can still come into games in this league and play at a very high level.
And not only just play, they make an impression on the game. They make their presence felt on the field. Marvin Skin is down and is receiving some treatment at the moment.
Jelly's getting warm if he needs to. Still goalless.
What you would want, ideally, is not a substitution for Marvin.
Not that guy. He's been your stalwart at the back.
When
you've missed your stalwart, he has become your stalwart. There's been no Tafari Smith for a large portion of the season. Marvin has become that stalwart, that ace at the back for the Roaring Lions. He had to if there was any season for him to get rid of those errors in this game, it was this one. As will there be a change made for the attackers?
I know we are seeing movements over there.
It's a Denzel.
And it's in Denzel. Oh. Is Denzel coming on?
Suspect he may be. But for
yes,
whom?
The board is going up.
For who? He's making a change to bring himself on 36 minutes into the game. That is 0-0. And that the game is not really in anyone's favor right now, well, it has to work. Because if it doesn't work, it may be perceived as a pretty selfish move. Well, that could be troublesome. As Gaza's in, Gaza. Yariel got there first.
Well, that's Laurent.
That's Jaden Laurent, actually. This could be troublesome. Mackay. The unit is there. Mackay does well. He just can't get past Mason. Just can't get past Mason.
Laurent looking to get in the mix, thinking that he was a bigger man than Mackay, and he just got flown. He just got brushed out of the way. The unit.
I don't know if there's many. I don't know if there's a single player in this league stronger than Hassan Mason. Yes, Fares. Lee does very well in the one-on-one situation. It takes off up the field as well. Keon Lee, long touch, and now Dalik says thank you very much. Jackson shifts this one away. Lloyd lumping it forward. Dalik. Fares with Javon Lloyd for company. And it will be a throw-in for the Roaring Lions. Jalen Laurent has Mackay in the post. Mackay finds Kristen. Kristen looking to get through. Marvin gets there first now. Shift it over. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Denzel making this huge call in this game.
Well, it's not Denzel making the call. The coach is there. The head coach is there.
Well, the head coach, as far as I know, is Denzel. As far as I know, Denzel is the coach. But they do have the man Prince as well, who coaches the side.
Ooh.
This could be troublesome. He's in behind here as a pocket goal. He had more time than he thought he did. Gaza just poked it. Could have had an actual shot.
So are they going to hold the substitution then until the half? Because we're into the 39th minute of play.
I don't know what Denzel's going to do now in 5 minutes.
Well,
But
Doc, 5 minutes is a hell of a long time in football. You know this better than anyone else.
Mackay. Most coaches would tell you that if you're going to make a change now, unless it's for something drastic, like extremely necessary, it can wait till the half. But the biggest mistake coaches can make is thinking that they have time. It's a funny game, coaching. A lot of gears turning at all times. Castle, lovely looking ball, but Ariel gets there in front of Javon Lloyd. And the pass is not good enough. Lloyd is in here. Javon Lloyd will make it 1-0. It was a gift. It was an absolute gift from
Offside. Wait. Waved off. Offside. Who can be offside?
Referee Harding says, hold on a minute. Jackson's flag is up for offside.
And Lloyd?
I will reserve judgment because the last time I called out Jackson on a call, he ended up being right. I will reserve judgment. But well. Javon Lloyd is distraught. He can't believe it.
The referee's having a conversation there with Jackson.
To VAR we must go. To VAR we have to go. Porty is down there looking at it. We know for sure Ross will be looking at it.
And it's a goal given.
Referee
Goal given.
says that's a goal. We have to see the VAR to see what Jackson saw. Because when the ball came through from Casa, Lee poked it over toward It was Duke. Duke found Casa, and Casa played the ball through toward Javon Lloyd, who was well onside. And then, even if he wasn't in offside position, Yariel played an intentional pass toward the keeper that just happened to be cut out.
But if that's a different phase of play. The fact that he challenged for the ball
In the initial phase.
in the initial phase, it would have been right. It would have been a right call. It would have been a right call, but he was not offside when the ball was played.
It wasn't an offside position
Definitely
as
not
far
an
as
offside.
I can see. Well,
definitely not an offside call at all.
Referee Rouse is going to look at it, and I wait to see his judgment. But from what I've seen, referee Harding has made the right call. We said that the young referee was Rennie, who was the referee last time out, was right, and Jackson ended up being right. But in the end, it doesn't matter whether Jackson was right or wrong, 'cause it's a goal. Javon Lloyd getting himself back on the score sheet.
But that was a tremendous job done there by Lloyd. He did not give up. It was a poor shot by McCoy straight into the arms of the keeper. It was a ball that was not hit heavy enough, and Lloyd continued his run. I'm not sure if, Doc, that the park is still has some water on it, because the ball seemed not to be moving as freely on the park, and there is an error just off the 18 that seemed to the players seemed to be slipping and sliding right in front of the arc there in the 18 on the left side of us here.
The drainage on the park has gotten a lot better. You know, back in the old days, once it rained, there was a pond down by the goal there on the park side, and there was a pond over the corner flag on the southern side for the next couple days. But it rained for the entire week, and there's no puddles on the park, so it has improved. It's just not quite. I don't think it's quite dry. It was a lot of rain, a whole lot of rain. Can the Lions equalize before the break? Now, does Denzel still want to make that change?
And you notice, Doc, that there is going to be, and there is a yellow card for Yariel. There is a yellow card for Yariel.
Referee Harding tells Casa, take your time. I don't think the change will be made before the halftime whistle. I want to see.
I think it may have been. It may have. If we notice, Spoon is off the field.
He's over there.
He's off the field.
Indeed. So I think the change has been made. Denzel has come in.
He is at the fourth official booth.
Yes, the change has been made.
I
guess
made.
while we're looking at the goal controversy, the change was made. So Spoony.
Is it due to injury? You think?
I would hope so.
No, I think it is to get Gaza on that right flank, as we were initially saying, but not the player that we were looking to go out.
You don't take off Spoony. Spoony's a midfielder by trade. You just drop him into your midfield, and then you pull either Duke or Casa. Or you can drop Duke to fullback and pull Rashim if you want to. You have options, but I don't think you take out Spoony once he can play. And he's not going over to the medical area. He's still standing by the fourth official's tent.
There are things that you and I would never understand why a coach do what they does in a team. Why? Because we're never at their training. We are not privy to their conversations. So, Doc, let's just call what we see on the field.
What I see on the field is that one of the best attackers players is not on the field anymore. That's what I see. And I will have to ask why, what the reason was.
Did you see the board go up, Doc?
No, I did not.
We have
Monica's been sitting there uh, since the 45th minute.
we are into the 47th minute of play and didn't see the board going up.
Should have stopped that ball. Should have stopped that ball. The ball's going to go on the field. We'll have to stop playing now. And thankfully, a bit of a hill rolls it just back off. The ball's situated at the corner flag right now. As it's Marvin. Goes to Jackson. Jackson toward corner. Corner trying to go through the gap. Can't find the pass. And now he has Gaza. Gaza goes back to Rashim. Rashim to Gaza again. Gaza to Denzel. Denzel turning and laying this one off. Back to Rashim. Now Casa.
Gives
Casa
it
gives
away.
it away. This could be troublesome. But Special is getting back. He's taking too long to make his move. And now he has more company. That's a good looking ball, but a bit too heavy. You have to be decisive in those sort of areas. You have to drive. But here's Fares. Fares will drive. Fares. Special gets there first. Just.
And again, similar to what we saw resulting in a goal for the attackers, we've seen it again for the Royal Lions. Mackay just couldn't capitalize, and that's the second occasion. Ooh.
The attackers do, because they don't have pace at center back. They always play with one center back deeper than the other. That is what's been saving them when they make a mistake and one center back gets caught out. The other is yet to cover. And referee Harding, with a couple blasts of the whistle, says, that's half time. And at the half, a Javon Lloyd goal separates these two sides. It's 1-0 in favor of the attackers.
It's a Lloyd goal in the 40th minute of play, separates the team and takes us to the half. It's 1-0 in favor of the attackers. We'll be back. Join us in just a few. Welcome back to the REGTC. If you're just joining us, we welcome you on board. If you stayed with us, we are happy that you did. As we are about to see the commencement of the second half. It's Rowan Lions who will get us started. Rowan Lions in white. They are kicking from right to left, and from left to right is the attackers. And they are the leading team right now. The attackers in blue and black, holding a 1-goal-to-nothing advantage over the Rowan Lions going into the second half. Referee in the middle, Harden Hodge, blows the whistle to get the second half going. Christian drops it wide to Laurent. Laurent looks for, finds Sutherland. Sutherland, a good ball to Mekai. Mekai to Christian. Christian looking to find Fishy. Ball cut out.
That was straight off the training ground. That initial build-up play from kickoff almost worked. The through ball just couldn't penetrate. Still 1-goal-to-nothing. Still very much within reach. And here comes Faris Sutherland. Sutherland, still streaking Sutherland. Dropping this one wide, a bit too heavy. Mekai will collect in the end. Mekai plays this one back toward Nico. Nico. Mekai whips one into the back post. And they hit it clear. Christian. Christian puts this one in toward Fares. Fares still. It won't drop for anyone right now. Poked away, and eventually the attackers can counter with Javon Lloyd.
It did fail for Laurent. It fell for Laurent, and he just couldn't make good use of that one, but it's Lloyd down the left flank again. Dangerous Lloyd. Ball going over the goal line, run out of acreage there, and ball going over the goal line for a goal kick. Play restart very quickly. Laurent. Sutherland to Fishy. Fishy finds Mekai. Mekai looks up, looks to his left, serves the ball to son to father. It's Nico. Nico looking to get around. Oh, that's a good looking ball. Shot on goal. And Gomez equal to the task. Would have gone wide. Good 1-2 football, father and son combination. It seems like they play in the yard, the dog.
The ball took a very strange skip off the surface. And when it initially hit the ground, Gaza gets through. Yariel, a lovely nutmeg, while Jackson there to cover. Well, it's been a bright start to the second half. As it's Gaza. Yariel to Marvin, now Jackson. Moore goes back to Fleming. Now Marvin Erskine. Launching one forward toward Mekai. Mekai was special for company. Mekai. It's a large man to get around. Special. Mekai shifts this one wide. Well, could drop it for Fares Sutherland.
To remember he's on a card.
Lee, be careful, Lee. You can't afford another card. Every game is crucial at this stage. If the attackers want to win this Champions League, every single game is crucial.
The Rowan Lions has numbers. Warming up. No doubt we are going to see some substitution in short order.
It's a good ball in!
It's a goal! It's the head of the man fishing above everybody else. How did it find the man? It found the head of Fishy, who directs it into the back of the net. And in the 49th minute of play, the Royal Lions are back on equal terms.
It was a teasing ball in, a lovely ball in, a good whip, good height, good pace. And the veteran, he had a goal taken away from him last time out because of an offside. This one will count.
One of the shortest men on the field. Through all the bodies, the ball just found his head and he redirected it past Gomez and into the back of the net. The Rowan Lions are back on equal terms in the first 5 minutes of this encounter in the second half.
1 goal apiece. The Lions have started the brighter of the two sides. They're back on level terms. And it will be the man Fishy who gets the goal. Special leaves it alone. Nico will get there first. Now the Lions, they have their tails up. And Nico chucks this one back. And Kristen Williams almost caused Randy Gomez some trouble.
It's happening, believe it or not.
Well, here's Denzel. Denzel can find Gaza. A crucial touch by Ariel Fleming. Ariel with a ninja headband today, Ariel. Just muscled. Oh, a push as referee Harding. Too much hands there from Kiroy Reed. There'll be another free kick. This one a bit further out.
Jackson.
Let's Calic Jackson over this one, the former Spartan. He does have a very good delivery on him. But a bit too far out from to trouble any sort of position in the penalty area. It is dropped wide for Fares Sutherland. And Sutherland trying to put this one in, but the Duke gets there first and plays a good pass out wide to Gaza. Gaza's cut out by Dalik. Here's Jackson again. Jackson to Fishy, back to Dalik Moore. And Dalik turning. Shifting it wide, shifting it well. Keon Lee gets a crucial header onto it. Only as far as Jaden Laurent. And eventually it's booted away, but it will be a free kick, late contact. Very similar position to where the ball was whipped in for Fishy's equalizer.
Very similar position.
It will be Dalik Moore again. Oh, but this free kick got the delivery perfect last time. Can he get it there again? Dalik. It's another good ball. This time to the back post. Trying to head it back across goal this time.
Found the head of the big man in Laurent, but just couldn't redirect it goalwards.
The attackers, they're not winning balls in the air, as player has stayed down for the Roaring Lions.
Fares goes down again.
This time they do have substitutes. They do have a like-for-like change of the man Jelly over on the bench. They do have 2 substitutes available to them, the Roaring Lions, right now. Jelly is one. Can't see who the other one is. He's been warming up since the halftime resumed.
I'm looking. I don't want to. It looks to be Keno Richardson, that man.
Well, it could be Keanu. Keanu Richardson. He's a key cog in that Lions midfield last year that won the league. The midfield he formed with Jermaine Hughes and Tyreek Lake. Very important to the Lions' victory. He's been out this season as well. As this could find Javon Lloyd here. Lloyd has a shot at goal that won't trouble Leandre in the slightest.
Oh, prime time game mids. The Limers up against the Predators.
Offside. Free Harding may play the advantage.
Advantage gain.
And they've given it straight back. Here comes the Ariel. The Ariel stepping out of defense yet again. Very adept in attacking situations, the Ariel. Too much whippage on that one. The Ariel, a former striker, former winger with the Spartans and the Kicks United. Ball whipped in. Bouncing a bit too high. He's taken down. He stayed on his feet very well, in fact. And had he gone down, would have won the free kick. Chose to stay on his feet. Cost himself and his team a free kick in a very good position. Shifted wide, shifted well. Here come the Roaring Lions again. A ball whipped into the area, dealt with partially. Still not cleared away. Eventually Denzel picks it up. Denzel will win the free kick.
That speed of spooning is missing, clearly.
The first signs of life for the primetime game. The Limers, they're coming out to get warm in their ever familiar green and white home-up jackets. Very professional side, the Limers. And the question today, do they have the man Yannick Belchase with them again? It came last time, and he was on the score sheet like he always is. As he has a Keroy Reed. And he will win a... No, he won't win a corner. Yeah, he thought he won the corner. Referee Harding says that was a foul.
I think this is a substitution, Jelly, and that's for Mekai. I think that is for safety precaution. He travels tomorrow with the under 15 team, and that is to save legs and for safety precaution.
Indeed.
One would think.
He'll be traveling tomorrow, the under 15 side. A key part of that set up one of the main goal scorers, one of the more experienced players in the setup. The squad, the full squad for the under 15 side has a few names, a few players that have a whole lot of experience in this league, in this men's league. When you look at the likes of Nicholson Millington, the likes of Kamari Gums and Shamar Brown, you see the likes of Renell Martin as well. You see a number of guys with some experience in the league. Even keeper number 2, Sakari Connor, he's played a game in the league as well. Jackson.
I wish them the very best. There are 2 practice games. Oh, good work there by Christian.
Yeah, there's a Fares. Put one into Jelly, deflected away for a throw-in.
Good boots in there by Special.
Indeed,
he had to get that
crucial
one.
Boot.
He had to get that one in.
Crucial boot in the end there. Panic by Rashim. The attackers are all of a sudden not looking as comfortable as they were when they had Spooney on the field. And Jackson puts this one into the back post. That could have fallen there for Sutherland, not dealt with. And Mason clears it. Well,
if Laurent could get there, no one else could have. Just misread it badly, Jaden Laurent.
Now, Millie, I understand. Keon Lee, you need to be careful. You need to be careful. You're on a yellow. You've already had your warning. You can't go to ground like that. panic for no reason. But it will fall to Gaza. The attackers are not looking comfortable at all at the moment. No one's getting a foot on the ball.
From a position where the Roaring Lions couldn't see the ball to a position where they can't get the ball off the Roaring Lions' foot.
Because who was Mr. Composed? Who was Mr. Composed in that blue shirt?
Oh.
That change has to work. That change better work. To not just take him off. Take him off in the first half. That change had better work. Every change that a coach makes, you want to work. But that one, better work. As here's Gaza. Gaza, as company, lets it off toward Kiroy Reid. Reid shifts a man, but there's too much work for him to do. And the Duke has a drive at goal that's always bending away in toward the far corner for a goal kick. And now we're going in this one. And so far, it's been a tale of two halves. Firstly, it was the attackers in complete cruise control. And now the Roaring Lions have equalized and they're storming back into this one, threatening to take the lead. Change will come now for the Roaring Lions. Well, it will come in a bit after this attacking move. Wall whipped in. Rashim doesn't deal with it initially. Cleared away for the moment. Jackson loses out. Now here comes Denzel. Well, that was Reed, sorry, toward Javon Lloyd. Now Denzel back out to Lloyd. Lloyd wants to cut inside. Lloyd will try to cut inside. Marvin Erskine says, thank you very much. That's too easy, young man.
Where are those blue shorts that we saw up front earlier, Doc?
Fitness, key component in football. And all of a sudden, this could be troublesome as it could fall to Nico.
Oh, Nico got a good boot in and almost. Had he looked to goalwards, may have paid dividend for them rather than looking for help.
Really, in the first half for the attackers, they had numbers forward because their entire forward line was fit and ready to go. Nico comes out, and it looks like Keanu Richardson will make his entrance, his re-entrance to the league. Big miss, a very big miss, but Keanu is back.
Throwing.
Just going straight into the midfield area. And it's a shot by the man in Kiroy Reid, and a very good save. And Marvin is absolutely fuming with the rest of the defense. He is absolutely furious. But holy Andre Curiel pulled out a very, very good save.
Needs medical attention. That was a good shot, good save, good football all around. First touch by the man Richardson deceived him. And it was Reid who unleashed powerful shot to the right of the keeper. He dove well, pulled off the stop, and now he needs attention. It's 1 goal apiece in the 65th minute of play. Coming up in our prime time game, it's Lima is up against the Western Predators, the Limers, in their last game. Doc, they were just prolific against Uprising.
Comfortable. Very comfortable. I think it was a 2-0 victory. Yannick Belchess on the score sheet. It's a confident day at the office for the Limers. It's what they do.
Corner.
High, deep, curling, but too deep. Goal kick. To the 65th. A minute of play here in this one. It is 1 goal apiece. 1 goal apiece. Fishy. That's a crunch. That's what you call a crunch by Roy Reid. Fair. Completely fair. Got all ball. But you make sure the player knows you're there as well. Yes, Keanu. Loses out again. Here's Roy Reid. Goes back to Duke this time. Lloyd. I don't think Lloyd's been keeping the width as well this half either. He's been drifting inside a lot more, making it easier for the defense of the Roaring Lions. It's a very good turn. I think they play it all the way across. Casa. Pick this one up now. Looking for the return pass, won't get it. Now Kristen. No one on the same page as Williams. Randy Gomez with some easy work. Throwing it long. Looking for the man Denzel up in the post. Rashim. Gaza. Turns. Doesn't keep it in play. Throw into the Lions. Well, a life for both sides. Limers have come with a full army. Predators, they'll have their guys. First semi-final of the D-League. They want a handball, they'll get the handball.
That's a handball.
It's the first semi-final of the D-League. Second semi-final takes place tomorrow. 6 in the PM.
Again.
Well, are the Lions regretting making that change so early? Because the only other player on the field for the Lions that can go in the goal is Fishy. So if Fishy would have gone in goal, they would have wanted Nico still on the field so they could have taken out Oleandre for Keanu. And Nico just takes up the Fishy role.
This is not the junior league where that substitute can be substituted.
Indeed.
And a substitute can come in when we have fresh substitution.
The only time that a player who has been substituted out can be resubstituted is in case of a concussion substitution. The player goes out concussed, then you can reintroduce an already substituted player.
I would say that's pending that you would have used up your full quota.
Indeed. That is if you have used all of your available subs.
Yes.
A special to Gaza. Gaza to Duke. The Duke looking for Reed. Ariel gets there first. And Dalik trying to poke it through now toward Kristen. Keanu reverses it back to Kristen Williams. Williams on the line for Fishy. And Fishy back toward Dalik. But Kristen, sorry. He's driving inside. Kristen Williams still. And now here's Dalik for Fares Sutherland. Sutherland doesn't have much height to aim at in the middle.
Ooh.
Well, that seems to be a head injury. That doesn't look good.
Lee has been struck in the side of the head. And he goes down, gets right back up on his knees. And once it's head, the whistle will go immediately. Can't take chances. We've seen what, neighboring islands, in not too distant years gone, where we had several deaths on field. We had one in St. Kitts, one in Jamaica, and so no chances are taken. We notice in cricket, gone are the days when, a batsman was hit on the helmet and, you just laugh that off and go on playing. It's not like that anymore. You must do a concussion test.
Yes.
And that's since the loss of a life.
Yes, it was Phil Hughes, I believe. Remember the old days where guys like Viv, they were going off the face pace with no helmet. The ball hit them in the head and they just shake it off.
But then again, Doc, what it says is that batting without a helmet, like anything else, keep your eyes on the ball. If you watch the ball, I was listening to an interview with Sachin Tendulkar, who said that his father told him, "You're not batting with no helmet. Watch the ball." It's a corner for Rowan Lions. It's going to be taken by Dalit Moore. Dalit Moore serves it in. Heads going up. Clash there. And Richardson goes down. But it's picked up by... It's back with Moore. Moore. Again, closed down by Lloyd. Back with Moore. Moore squares it to Forrest Sutherland with a shot. That could have been trouble. He spilled it, Gomez. Fisher was right there, but he regained the ball very, very quickly. The man Lester was right on his doorstep.
A fishy brace? When last has that happened? We have to dig in the archives, deep into the archives for that one.
That could have spelled some danger for the attackers.
We know concussions is not just death, but the dangers of CTE. Condition that we've seen become very prevalent in American football, and it cannot be picked up or seen until after the person is dead. You see a few players walking around right now, maybe suffering with it. As here comes Javon Lloyd, but there's no one in the middle to aim at because Denzel's supposed to be playing striker, is stuck in the midfield.
Well, he was stuck in the defense. It's not to have the wheels to get the back forward.
I hope.
But the Lambs seem to have an army out there, Doc.
The Lambs have come with everything but the kitchen sink. This looks like the old school Limers. A lot of players and everyone can fill a role and do a job.
Looks like Spartans few seasons ago.
Looks like Diamonds this season.
Two teams plus substitution, plus substitutes. Spartans had Laurent puts it through. Gomez is there.
The team that embodies that the most is the youngsters. Kareem comes with his team, comes with his backup team, and comes with the backups for the backups. Here's Jackson. That's fine. Williams. It goes back to Keanu. Dalik pushing this one forward. No one in particular was making the run. And Randy Gomez rather easily up toward Kiroy Reed. Reed. A lovely searching ball towards Javon Lloyd. Lloyd putting it in early. And Oli Andre came out and collected before the bounce. This time Denzel was lurking. The touch thrown to the attackers. The pendulum has swung, and it swung back toward the attackers just a little bit.
In the 75th minute of play, it's 1 goal apiece.
Ooh, I don't. Denzel didn't realize that the player behind him had gotten back.
Back after the ball was played, he was going to be offside.
Long ball forward, cuts out. It will be a throw in to the Roaring Lions. Coming up on 75 minutes played in this one. It's 15 minutes plus whatever is added for either side, really, to grab a winner. The Lions, more than anything, need a winner. If the attackers get one, well, the Champions League looks like it may just be going back to the valley. It's not been there for a long time. Not been there for a very long time. The Champions League may just be going back to the valley. Last year they came also close. It was the Ducks United in the end that were victorious. The Tigers won their first piece of silverware in over a decade, I believe, when they would have picked up the President's Cup trophy. That's a good ball toward Gaza. Gaza drives it. Well, it was not too far away.
Somebody's going to be carded.
Well, I don't know what you said. I don't know what you did.
And that's Fares. Yes, Fares has been carded.
Well, maybe it was an early infringement, and he's just pulling it back now for wanting to play the advantage, let the game run, and pull it back for the card. That's what referees should be doing more often. If the team has an advantage, no need to stop the play to card the man. You can remember the card. You can card him after.
Of course.
There's no time limit on when a card can be handed out.
You can't put a team at a disadvantage to show a card.
There's no time limit on when a card can be handed out. Ball didn't stay in play.
It's no. Once the ball is not dead, you just allow play too. Once the ball become dead, yes, then you issue your card.
By all means, go ahead. Reed steps in well. Reed's bundle over.
That's a foul.
Reed wins the free kick. A bit of an easy call.
What the Royal Lion cannot do at this juncture is to get reckless. They cannot lose it. Because the moment they lose it, the quality has been of such, and they have dropped their standard just like that we bit, and they are now getting reckless. And the attackers can capitalize.
Indeed, Casa takes a free kick on his best work. Launched forward, but the idea wasn't right, and the execution wasn't right. But Randy Gomez's distribution, it's really just become him launching the ball off field with his arms. Gaza does well. Gaza wins the throw. Gaza to the Duke. Duke back to Gaza. Gaza shifts it. Gaza wins the free kick. Do the Predators have enough to make a full side? Counted 9 for them so far. Gaza is hurt. Gaza has remained down. I'm looking for the main man. I'm peeking for the main man for the Limers. This is Friday night. Well, it's a ball forward. Mason has some company there.
As big as Mason is, he has some speed, and not even Jelly could outrun him.
Mason,
The unit.
it's difficult to get past. Good fall here from Kristen. Kristen trying to shift it past Mason. It's Mason. Rashim, lovely footwork, but double teamed and loses out. Kristen ran and left the ball, and Rashim says, "Thank you very much."
That's a foul.
Ooh, got there illegally, in fact. Rashim Thompson. And, well, Lions have scored from a set piece. Can they score for another one this time from the other side? This time Marvin goes up and Ariel stays back. Dalik won't take this one.
Jackson.
It will be Khalid Jackson who whips this one into the far post. What a save! But it's not enough to deny the Roaring Lions.
And
they will make it.
Who again?
They will make it 2-1.
Who it is? Who it is? It's the man Fishy again.
Can you believe it? We have to go back into the record books. When last has Fishy scored a brace in this league? It was a fantastic initial save by Randy Gomez, but it was nothing he could do about the follow-up. No one reacted quicker than the man, Lester Connor. Fishy, he has made it 2-1 with a brace.
In the 81st minute of play, Lester Fishy Connor makes it 2-1.
The Lions are not done yet. This tournament is open for everyone to win.
The Eagle Claw has a chance.
The Claw had a very good chance until the attackers. Oh, that's a good ball to watch Javon Lloyd. Marvin's pace, the pace of Marvin Erskine, too hot to handle. Still the Lions. It's lobbed forward, but lobbed to no one in particular. Here comes Rashim. Rashim gets past Christian, looking for Denzel. All of the mobility, all of the motion in the attacker's midfield is gone. Because Gaza is stuck. Denzel is stuck. Kira Reed is stuck. Javon Lloyd isn't moving. And we know Duke and Casa, they simply don't have the legs. Do you know who's fit? You know who's fast? You know who's an Energizer Bunny? I won't say his name anymore. I hope it's an injury. Shot comes in. Well, it's a pass in the end. It could fall here, but he pulls it wide. But all of a sudden, this attacker's defense is being opened up time and time again.
Ooh. Ooh. Good twisting and turning there by the man Jelly. And just tugging it wide into the 84th minute of play. It's 2-1 in favor of the Roaring Lions.
Duke looking for Gaza. Too wide. Sent it too wide, but still Gaza here. No real company. No real company. Denzel can't get this. Kiroy Reed was in the area now. Reed can't get back. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. 5 blue and black shots caught high up the field. I should have hit fast. The arrow was to slow it down. The arrow could have driven forward.
Now they give it straight back to the attackers. Ooh.
Special. Puts this one away. Marvin. Barged away off the ball, and Lloyd trying to get there, but guess who's back there again? And Special, that's how you step over a ball. It's Keanu who's provided a bit of life in the midfield for the Roaring Lions when they've needed it. Giving them some energy in there that the attackers have been lacking. Ball over. I think the most energetic man on the field for the attackers will be Randy Gomez. Gaza. Lazy pass. Mason has to get there because guess what's in behind him? It's the man on a hat trick. It's Fishy. Oh, it's all lazy. It's all lazy. They're missing the energy in the midfield. They're missing the energy on a whole. Denzel has had to go to right back. He's gone to right back. He's supposed to be playing as a striker. Reed, furthest man forward. Lloyd streaking away. And Jalen Laurent holds him up just a bit.
Keanu is making a run.
Keanu always has energy. We know that for sure. Joining the attack, Keanu. Turning, twisting, shifting wider, looking for Rashim. Rashim will keep it in play well. Denzel, the striker, making a run from deep-lying midfield. Both forward, but there's no striker in that position. Leandro says thank you very much.
And he's just going to take time off the clock.
Well, they're too tired to come and press you. Take your time. I hope Spoony is injured. If not, the substitution that I questioned at the time looks completely suspect. Because here comes Kristen, you know, he's not tired. Kristen Williams, fit, fast young man, cutting inside the well but losing his footing. Too long on the ball. You don't have that much time. Casa stretching, putting every muscle in that leg to work. Can't get there. They're struggling to get back now, the attackers. It's a bunch of white shirts. But the volley was nowhere near Randy Gomez.
88 minutes of play. The clock is ticking.
Can the attackers pull out one more moment of quality? They'll need to get the defense sorted first. Because right now it's too easy for the Lions to pick passes in around the 18-yard area. Reed turns past the man well. Gaza took the touch into his back. And Marvin shifts this one away. Lee pokes it straight to Dalik Moore. Dalik gives it straight back to Lee. It's a game of I have it, no, you have it. Lee. Still Lee. Puts one over, and it's just out of the reach. Keon Lee providing the energy that they needed.
That's gone.
Ball gone, attackers ball. This could be troublesome.
They need to just push everybody forward. We are in the 89th minute of play. They are in the back. Oh.
Special has come forward a bit. Special. Gaza. That's a good ball toward Kiroy Reed. Reed can't beat Oleandre. He wasn't offside.
90th minute of play. Rowan Lions leading the attackers at 2-1. 2-1. Opening goal came from the boot of Lloyd in the 40th minute of play. The equalizer came it took the Rowan Lions just 4 minutes at the resumption, and it was 1 goal apiece in the 49th minute of play. From the boot of the man Fishy, again, that was from his head, and again, Fishy in the 81st minute of play. From the boot, getting past Gomez.
Well, there's a chance for another one. It's a free kick. It's 4 minutes of added time. Jackson looking for Jaden Laurent. Good fall here for Fishy, who nods it backward. And no white shirt approaching. Foul, free kick.
That's all right.
That will be a second yellow for Forrest Sutherland.
That's it. That's it for Sutherland.
Sutherland is sent away. He gets his marching orders by referee Harding. He had to make the challenge. He had to take one for the team to prevent the counter-attack. Because Lions would have been caught high.
Do you think that was needed? That was very, very high. They had players back, and I don't see that at all.
He took one for the team. In his brain, he had to do it. Now the Lions need to survive 4 minutes. A man down. The attackers came with substitutes. They've only used one. But one of the men they had on the bench was the man Bones. Bones is back, and Bones is alive. It's 3 games in a row now for Bones. I think that may be a record.
Yes, indeed. 3 games in a row.
That may be a record for Bones. Oh, he's a character. Bones is a character.
And the referee is pointing at his watch saying, we are playing with my watch, guys. My watch.
Don't
so
watch the clock.
The time would be added back.
Don't watch the clock, don't worry. I don't think the 4 minutes have started yet. The referee is waiting for Forrest to vacate the premises. Taking his precious time. You can't get more red card than a red card, so not much risk in what he's doing because the referee can't go and give him another red card. Just taking his time, burning precious seconds for his side. Referee Harding now says, all right, we can play. It's taken almost 3 minutes for that whole situation to sort itself out. It's not at on. Could fall here. It's a foot race. The shot not dealt with. Follow-up shot is blocked away.
That was an opportunity to equalize.
Well,
that was the opportunity to equalize.
It's Jelly now. Jelly. Oh, that's a very good move by Keanu. Keanu goes back out wide for Jelly. Rashim finds Mason. Special.
Can the attackers make that one-man advantage count?
Here comes Kristen to Jelly. It's 2 versus 1. Jelly trying to cut inside, but
get around the unit.
Hits that unit. It's Mason. He's had a marvelous game. Castle going long. Gaza trying to get in behind. Dealt with for the moment by Marvin. Castle gets up and wins the header. Jackson gives it straight to the man in Reed. That's arm fighting. That will be a free kick. Guilty parties, Gaza on this occasion. Not too long left in this one.
And Christian goes down. But you know who's the referee?
The master of that. Booted along by Marvin. Header one by Duke. Keanu lobs it upfield. Well, I don't know why Mason did that. Could have left it for the keeper. Special launching it. Ball still bobbling around. Eventually calmed right down by Denzel. Finds Lee. Lee trying to play an incisive pass to Gaza. Gaza. It will fall for special. Shot blocked. Gaza hits it. Kept it down, but couldn't get it goalward.
Well, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. And we are already seeing the movement on the attackers' bench that they have conceded. They have conceded this one, and they're making their movements.
Well,
but they cannot do that. The game is not done. And unless you get the permission from the fourth official to move from the bench, you cannot leave the bench.
Oleandre puts it wide. It's picked up by Lee. Lee will want a free kick. This game may just not be over yet. Lee takes it quickly. No, you don't have to take it quickly. Let your players let the big men get forward. You have Mason and Special back there. Let the big men get forward. Here's Casa. Advantage played. There's a man out there. It could fall for him. It's not dealt with. And now hooked away. It's hooked high. It's not quite cleared away. There's still blue shots onto it. It's Javon Lloyd now. Put back into the mixer. And eventually a white shirt will lump it far upfield. Whistle goes to the mouth. Rashim back to Casa. Get it inside, Casa. Get it up high. Casa puts it in. It's not dealt with just yet. Floated high again. Again hooked away. Referee Harding says, I have seen enough. The Roaring Lions have survived. They are still alive in this Champions League.
Very much so. Very much alive. And, you know, I love to see the camaraderie among our players. You know, they would have played hard. But you see the camaraderie and the team spirit, the sport among the players, and at the end, it's what it is. The Royal Lions are showing why they have been champions so many years. They know how to win. That fighting spirit is still in them. It's the Lion. And the Royal Lions coming out tonight, the victorious team over the attackers, 2-1. Goal coming in the 40th minute from the boot of the man Lloyd, making it 1-0 to the attackers. But it was all the Leicester Connor show. He must be the player of the match, man. The Leicester Connor show, the man Fishy. 2 goals, one from his head, one from his boot, making it 2-1 in favor of the Royal Lions. Well, that's where we end. Send you back to Master Control and invite you to stay through with us, because in just a while we are going to see the nightcap game. It is going to be a West affair. It's the Limers taking on the Western Predators. Until then, it's back to Master Control.